Okay, so have you ever had that situation where you're in a school, you talk to some people who aren't on self-improvement, and you tell them like, oh yeah, like maybe you could sleep more, like giving them advice, right? Like maybe they will even ask you for advice, and you're like, oh yeah, like sleep more, sleep well, do better, exercise, meditate, you know. And they're like, meditate? That's weird. Going to sleep before 9 p.m.? That's weird. No. No. You know that self-improvement is just not for them when they tell you that. Just straight away, like, it should just click in your head, like, oh yeah, self-improvement is not for those guys. Like, I'm sorry, but they're just condemned to misery, Like, it is what it is, I guess. But very rarely there's the people who you tell them meditation, like sleeping more, exercising, journaling, and they're like, "Oh, maybe I'll try that." And you're like, "Mm-hmm." Like I've had that once with like a friend, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like I meditate," and he was like, "Oh, maybe I'll do that too," and I was so happy, bro. Like I didn't let it show, but I was so fucking happy. Like if you find these rare gems, if you find these like hidden gems in the pile of dirt, then just it's fucking amazing, bro. But back to the people who don't want self-improvement. These are the people who like their comfort too much, who value their comfort too much, and don't think this comfort is worth anything, and don't think. They don't think anything because they're just too far gone. But maybe if they were deep enough, they would see it, but they don't. So I'm just telling you, giving you advice because this is where I've made a mistake. I've tried to convince people, even though they like didn't do it. Like I was like, oh, you should start sleeping more. They did start sleeping more. I was like, you can do better, and then they didn't. So yeah. Or I tried to convince a person to start exercising, and they kept making up excuses. I don't know why I went. I just kept going, but it didn't work in the end. They went to the gym like twice and stopped. Some people just don't like it, and I'm telling you to just not try to convince them otherwise, because you can't change somebody's opinion like that. Like if they're like convinced, if they have conviction, you can change their opinion. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's really all I had to say today. Sleep well, do better, subscribe, and see ya.